The Industrial Revolution was a time of great progress, but it was also a time of great upheaval.
The gap between the rich and the poor widened, leading to social unrest and calls for reform.
One of the most influential critics of capitalism was Karl Marx, a German philosopher and economist. Marx argued that capitalism was inherently exploitative.
He believed that the capitalist class, which owned the means of production, profited from the labor of the working class.
This created a fundamental conflict of interest between the two classes. Marx predicted that this conflict would eventually lead to the overthrow of capitalism and the establishment of a classless society.
Marx's ideas, outlined in his seminal work The Communist Manifesto, had a profound impact on the world. They inspired revolutionary movements and led to the establishment of communist regimes in Russia, China, and other countries.
While his predictions of a global communist revolution did not come to pass, his critique of capitalism continues to resonate today.
While Karl Marx called for the overthrow of capitalism, other thinkers sought to reform the system from within.
One such thinker was John Stuart Mill, a British philosopher and economist.
Mill was a champion of individual liberty and a critic of the excesses of industrial capitalism.
Mill believed in the power of education and social reform to improve the lives of the working class.
He advocated for a more just and equitable society, one that provided opportunities for all. He argued for government intervention in the economy to address market failures and promote social welfare.
Mill's ideas helped to shape the development of modern liberalism. His work on political economy, particularly his book Principles of Political Economy, explored the role of government in promoting economic growth and social justice.
His ideas continue to influence debates about the role of government in the 21st century.
As the Industrial Revolution gathered steam, so too did the need for stable and efficient financial systems. This led to the rise of central banks, institutions tasked with managing a nation's money supply and ensuring financial stability. One of the earliest and most influential central banks was the Bank of England, established in 1694. Central banks played a critical role in financing industrial development. They provided loans to businesses, facilitated trade, and acted as lenders of last resort during times of financial crisis. The establishment of central banks marked a turning point in economic history. It represented a growing recognition of the importance of government in managing the economy. Central banks would go on to play a pivotal role in shaping the modern economic landscape, particularly in the aftermath of the Great Depression of the 1930s. Section 8. The Science of Supply and Demand. The Industrial Revolution witnessed the birth of economics as a distinct academic discipline. Thinkers began to develop theories to explain the workings of this new industrial economy.
One such thinker was Alfred Marshall, a British economist whose work laid the foundation for neoclassical economics. I am best known for my work on supply and demand. I developed the concept of the equilibrium price, the point at which the quantity of a good supplied by producers equals the quantity demanded by consumers. I also explored the concept of marginal utility, which states that the more of a good a person consumes, the less satisfaction they derive from each additional unit.
Marshall's ideas revolutionized the way economists thought about markets. His work provided a framework for understanding how prices are determined, how resources are allocated, and how markets respond to changes in supply and demand. His ideas continue to be taught in economics classrooms today. Section 9. Booms, Busts, and Labor's Rise. The Industrial Revolution was not a period of steady, uninterrupted growth. It was characterized by cycles of boom and bust, periods of rapid economic expansion followed by periods of contraction and unemployment.
The Panic of 1837 and the Long Depression of the 1870s were two such downturns that sent shockwaves through the global economy. These economic crises highlighted the social costs of industrial capitalism. Workers, often living on the margins, were particularly vulnerable to the vagaries of the market. This led to the rise of labor movements, organizations that sought to improve working conditions, wages, and social protections for workers.
Labor unions fought for the right to organize, bargain collectively, and secure better treatment for their members. They challenged the power of industrialists and demanded a greater share of the economic pie for the working class. The struggle for workers' rights would continue well into the 20th century, leading to many of the labor laws and social safety net programs we have today. Section 10. The legacy of the Industrial Age. The Industrial Revolution was a period of profound transformation, marking a turning point in human history. It ushered in an era of unprecedented technological progress, economic growth, and social change. The inventions, ideas, and institutions that emerged from this era continue to shape our world today. The legacy of the Industrial Revolution is complex and multifaceted. It brought about the rise of industrial capitalism, a system that has generated immense wealth but also created vast inequalities. It led to the growth of cities, the emergence of a new working class, and the rise of labor movements. It sparked new economic theories and institutions, from central banks to labor unions. The challenges we face today, from climate change to income inequality, are in many ways a direct result of the Industrial Revolution. Understanding this pivotal era is essential for navigating the complexities of the modern world and for building a more just and sustainable future. Section 11. Keep exploring the cosmos of knowledge. And so, as we gaze back at the Industrial Revolution, we see a pivotal chapter in the grand narrative of human progress. It's a story of innovation, of struggle, and of the enduring human spirit. But our journey through time doesn't end here. There are countless other stories waiting to be told, countless mysteries yet to be unraveled. So keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep the flame of curiosity burning bright. Like this video if you enjoyed our journey through the Industrial Revolution, and subscribe to our channel for more exploration.